All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Goff now looking to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. A dump off to Anderson. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Goff throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Gurley down right around the 25. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. 11. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And on the left sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 13. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Samson Abukum coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Good move by Gurley. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
2 for 66.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Good move by Gurley. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Good move by Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
This is Freedom. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
13.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Throws right side, and that's complete. 15 yards through the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this.
21.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. On it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Goff again. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Gould now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And this is taken in at the 5. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
By 20! 20!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. Shifts by him. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Solomon Thomas in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
180! 180!
They run again with Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now Garoppolo. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Dante Fowler able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And incomplete here on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And San Francisco gets set to go here. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
12.
To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Garoppolo now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Oh, and now he throws him over. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd, gone. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, you know, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They run with Breida. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Rams have got it back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Flushed out right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Garoppolo to try again on second down. A dump down to McKinnon. And that one results in 35 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of it? Extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back.
Extend it. Have some fun. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Go ahead. Like 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They run once more with McKinnon. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Rams have got it back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home,